Hello guys, this is Ahmed GHL boy from JD Funnel, and I am going to create an explanatory video on the workflow that I created for specifically WhatsApp customer support. I actually shared the screenshot and I received a lot of requests to create the explanatory video on that. So here I am. So the first thing, if you are the expert of GoHighLevel and you are familiar with the if-else conditions and wait action of GoHighLevel workflows, then it's going to be very easy and straightforward for you. But if you are newbie, then this can be little tricky for you. But I will try to be as explained, as detailed as possible. So let's just dive into it and see how it actually works. So, and this is, I actually included everything in the one workflow. So there is no other workflow which is related to this automation. So the workflow starts from the trigger, which is customer texted on WhatsApp. So the trigger is going to be customer replied, and the reply channel is going to be WhatsApp. And this is going to be triggered if you have multiple WhatsApp phone numbers, then it's going to be triggered on the primary number that you have selected. For example, when we go here under the WhatsApp, and under the phone numbers, if you have multiple phone numbers, then whichever the one you have selected default, then it's going to work on that phone number. So as soon as someone texted on the WhatsApp, then we are going to send them the first SMS on the WhatsApp. And here I have used the WhatsApp template. I have not used the free form SMS because I had to use the action buttons. So I will explain to you as well what does it mean by action buttons. But if you see, this is a template that I have used. Thank you for contacting JD Funnel. So let me just show you how that template looks like. So here it is. And if I open it up, so this is a template. You can play around with it. So on the top, we have the header, which says thank you for contacting JD Funnel, and it's showing us the preview here. So this is the header, and then we have the text body, which says hello there. To better assist you, please specify the department relevant to your query. And then here we have the footer. We don't need the footer. So these are the action buttons that I was referring. So here, because we have our specific department, so based on your departments, you can always play around, with these action buttons. So these are the action buttons that we have inside the first SMS, which says the one of them is go high level, then WordPress, then HR, and apply for the job, and then there is one for others. So if you have like more departments or if you have more services to include, you can definitely include in that. So this is the first SMS that should be sent out. And then here we are adding a tag, which is WhatsApp chat active. I will explain in the last of the workflow why did we add this tag, because at that point it will be easy for you guys to understand how, like, what was the need of this tag. So at this point, the tag will be added, and then here we have a wait for the customer reply with 5 minutes timeout. If I show you the action exactly, then it's going to be wait for contact reply, and then this SMS, and then here we have a timeout of 5 minutes. So based on your own decision, you can always change this timeout time, but we have just put it 5 minutes. So first, I will explain the ideal scenario in which the customer is actually replying us. And then I will explain what happens if they don't reply us within that time frame. So ideally, if the customer is going to reply us to this SMS, so what's going to happen is this is the template that we are sending them. So they can just click on any of these action buttons, or they can actually type as well. So they can just type go high level or WordPress or other options, whatever. But the best possible scenario is going to be they will just click any of these. So whenever they will click on any of this, then here we have the condition, here wait for the reply. So let's assume the customer replied in the dreamy world. Then here we have a condition that says what was the reply, and this is simple if else condition based on contact replies. So if the replied message is go high level, which means if they selected go high level from those action buttons, so when they will select this, what's actually happen is it considered as a reply from the customer. So that's what it is. So either the go high level or the WordPress or the HR or the others. So we have four of these branches based on these four action buttons. So if you have, let's say, 5 or 7 action buttons, so just make sure you created 5 branches if you want to have different functions on the based on their response. So Here, if they select, so let me just close these conditions. Okay, so if they select go high level, then the next SMS that we are going to send them, now we have different services inside the go high level. So we have, include that in the branch as well. So then this SMS is going to be sent out, which is GHL services. So this is the template again. Our like my main priority is to use free form message because the cost of the free form message is less than the templated message. But we cannot use the action buttons inside the free form. So that's why wherever I had to use action buttons, I will be using the template. So this is the template that we are sending out, which is GHL services. So if I show you how that template looks like, here it is, GHL services. So once they select go high level from the department, then this is the SMS that is going to be sent out. Here is the header text, which says next step, please specify the category relevant to your query. And then here we have all the branches based on that. So either landing page or website design or the automation GHL setup, API integration, custom development, social media marketing, graphic design, and dedicated go high level expert or migration to go high level. So these are all the action buttons here. And if you see here, the same kind of pattern I followed throughout the workflow, which is wait for the reply. But here I have a wait timeout of 1 hour because the customer might be driving or he might receive the call, or so we have a timeout window of 1 hour here. But again, in the ideal scenario, if they reply within that timeout, then we are going to check what was their reply. Now, based on our circumstances, we only want to differentiate them if they have selected migration to go high level or any other. So if they select migration to go high level, then it's going to fall under this branch. Otherwise, whatever they select, if you see here under the uh, action buttons, if they select migration to go high level, then we have one branch. Otherwise, if they select any of these, we have only one branch for all of them. So if they select migration to go high level, then the next SMS is going to be sent out because here again we had to use the action button, so that's why I use the template, so which is migration to go high level. So if I show you that template which is migration to go high level, let's see, it's right here. So here the next message is which platform are you looking to migrate from, and below we have the action button that says HubSpot active campaigns are different of the CRMs. So that's why we had to create the branch specifically for the migration to go high level if they select. Otherwise, it will go here, go to, and then, if they select other than the migration to go high level, then it will go definitely here under this branch, under the others. And then here we have a go to. I will show you where it's tracking them. But at this point, if they select migration to go high level, then they are going to receive this SMS. Then the same kind of pattern, we are waiting for the reply with 1 hour timeout. But if they reply within that, then they are going to go to, and let me show you where the go to is fall. So the go to is falling right here. It looks like kind of mess up, but it's not, trust me. So what happened is, then here we are going to check the service window. And let me explain here what does that it mean by service window. Whenever the customer send us a text on the WhatsApp for the next 24 hours, the customer window is opened. And inside that window, we can send them free from message. So that's why we are going to check here customer service window, and if it is open, which is the case in our scenario, because we are covering all this within the 24 hours. You see we have two waits for 1 hour, so even if both of them goes out, so it's just 2 hours, we have still 22 hours of customer window to be open. So in our scenario, it's always going to be customer service window open. So then the next SMS, here we are sending them the free form message. I have not used uh, what we say the template method because again it's just cost effective. So this SMS is going to be sent out. You are in the queue. Please allow us a moment to assign you with the available person. You can leave your message and we will respond to you. Thank you. And then we are assigning it to the person, whoever is going to be the responsible for the query. And then here we are actually waiting for that tag that we initially added on the top, which is right here. Now we are waiting for that tag to be removed. And why is that? Because if we didn't have this tag, which is, let me see. Okay, we assigned it and then customer check window and it is opened. Yep, so right here. So now we are here waiting for that tag to be removed. If we didn't have this tag, then what's going to happen is the customer will go down and it will, the workflow will get ended. And then during the communication, when he will text you, during your conversation, the workflow is going to be restart again. So that's why to keep that client active within the workflow, that's why we have this wait. So what's going to happen is whenever your support person is done with communicating, then he will have to manually remove this tag, and then the customer will go to the next, which is again, we are just checking the customer service window just to make sure we can send the free form message. And then the last message is going to be this, which is we have labeled this as chat closed complete. So which is going to say thank you for reaching us out and we are glad we were able to assist you. I will go ahead and close the chat. If you have any more question, you can just send us a message again. Then in that case, after that message the customer send us back, then this workflow is going to be restarted. So that's what it happened now. So that was all about this branch. And then if they have selected WordPress, then it's straightforward. We are checking the customer window. It will be open always. Then we are sending them a message that we are assigning them to a support person. Then again, it will be get assigned. And then here we are waiting for the tag to be removed. As soon as the tag is removed, then we are going to send them that the chat is going to be closed, which is right here. And the next is, let's say HR apply for the job. We are just checking here the customer service window because we want to send them a free form message. So anywhere in the automation where we have this, the only purpose to use the customer service window is so that we can send them the free form message. So at this point, we have a dedicated message that we want to send them out, and we don't have any kind of action buttons here. So that's why we were able to use the freeform message. Then after 24 hours, the tag will be auto removed, because in this case, we actually don't want to even communicate with the person because they are just applying for the job. So they actually don't need a support person. So after 24 hours, the tag will be get auto removed. So the next time if they come in, the workflow can be restarted. So that was apply. And then if they didn't select any of these options, they select others or they reply whatever they want to, then in that case, if they selected others, then they are going to be again customer check window. If it is open, which is going to be open always, then we are sending them a message to assign support person, and then it will get assigned, and then again the same process follows. And then the last branch is if they didn't reply any of these, like if they didn't even select the options from GoHighLevel or WordPress or apply for job or others, they just type something else. Then in that case, it's going to be none. The same process will follow. It will go to customer service window and then check, sending them a message to assign to them to a support person, then assign to user, and the same things happens. So that's all it happens. Now, if we talk about from the beginning, what happens if they don't reply within that time frame? So they just texted us and then we send them a thank you message to select any of the options between our departments, but they didn't respond us within the next 5 minutes. What's gonna happen is the timeout will be executed, and then here, because actually we want to send them a free form message, so we have here customer service window, and it will definitely be open because it's just 5 minutes. We are still have 23 hours 55 minutes service window, so we are able to send them free form message. So this is a very short message that we send out so that it doesn't look like kind of robot. Are you there? And then here again, we are waiting for the reply with 1 hour timeout. If they reply within 1 hour, then it's gonna go to the same branch to check what was their reply. If it was GoHighLevel, WordPress, HR, others, or none, then it will go to the same process that I explained earlier. But again, if they don't reply even to that message, then what's gonna happen is we are dragging them to this go to, which is right here. It will remove the tag automatically. It will remove this tag, and then here we have a customer service window just to check, and then we are sending them a chat closed, but this is a different message from the previous because this is for the incomplete chat. We actually didn't talk to them, so we cannot say them that hey, we were glad to help you. So we have a different message that say it looks like you have been inactive for a while. So I will go ahead and close this chat. If you have any question, you can restart. So then after that time, whenever they text again, the workflow is gonna restart. So this was the, I think, everything. And then just make sure under the settings you just turn on allow re-entry, because this can be the scenario where a customer wants to reach you out, multiple times with the gap of some time. So yeah, so still, if you guys have any question, feel free to DM me and I will be happy to answer you. Have a good day. Thank you.